current time. Why? I'm scared, chat. That's weird. You would think it could connect to the PlayStation and get the information that way. I guess it's because it wants you to be able to play like offline, maybe? I don't know. Have you ever played There Is No Game? No, I've never played it either. The current time is important. Oh, I'm scared now. Yeah, it's a game and a game and a game. Look at that. Oh, and it mirrors in the little screens? Oh, that's kind of cute. Tony recommend There Is No Game, you'll enjoy it. Okay. Cool, I'll keep that in mind. There is no game. Okay. The end is never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. I don't have any reflections. Also, get that screen that up a little bit. Maybe that? Is it a little fish? Yeah, it's a little fish. Fishy. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wish I could zoom in on that computer. I want to see what it says. Weird. Fish eye. Yeah, fish eye. Yeah. Exactly the word I was looking for. Hey, Yuki, good morning. How are you doing? Over Morgan, look who's streaming my fave. Ah, Yuki, I love your face. I love your face. Let's do a roulette while we're here. Let's do it. I'm voting 500 on one. But it's very bright outside. Jesus Christ. Can't read on that computer. Okay, is there like a... You can't jump. I was spamming the buttons. So, okay, there's no jump button. Where's everyone?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He entered the door in his... I'm going right. I'm not doing it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
The game reacts.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, the game reacts to your choices. That's kind of interesting. Yes, it's like The Walking Dead. Yeah, you're right. Or 50.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's like, yes. Yes, the break room, the lounge.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
What if I stay here for a while?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Everyone left because they don't like me? Coffee nut. Yeah, there we go. Coffee is better than tea. Proof. Right there.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
The game? I want to stay here a little longer and see what happens. Fuel. Love it. Also, like, the time is wrong. It's not the time I set in the beginning.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I'm not doing it. Oh, I can...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Jasmine green tea, Samurai? Do you have a favorite kind of coffee, or are you really just like a tea person? Because some people don't like coffee at all. Some people don't drink coffee. Also, coffee way above tea. Just saying, like, come on. Let's not lie to ourselves. And as the thing said, if you're lying right now, stop. Coffee is life. Exactly. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000. Off? Do not jump in a cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Vent access for trained employees only. Climb at your own risk. needs a card, which I don't have. Red Rooibos tea with vanilla. Oh, I heard about Rooibos tea. I never tasted it though, but I heard about that. I have ADHD. Coffee has zero effect on me, so I drink for the taste. Honestly, I drink so much coffee that it doesn't really have like that much of a use anymore. It's mostly for taste too. Probably why I don't put like sugar in it, because I really like the taste of it. But I still need like some kind of milk in it though. I can't drink coffee. It hurts me. You do like it though. It hurts you. Oh, that's unfortunate. Coffee is life and it stops me from being a monster. Okay, I want to go here and I want to jump out. It says like I'm gonna get fined $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
It actually kills you? Okay, that's funny. I wasn't sure.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's go back.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors.
No, the one on the right.
He entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. I'm gonna go back in here. But this time...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired.
I'm not gonna jump down.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? What? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I wasn't sure if I could like even jump down here because I saw a door open. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go that way. Right? Like that was so good. Two B1? Dude, that's crazy. They went and programmed that stuff. That's insane. Show us the mirror. What mirror? No buckets past this point? Oh, you did, Tarun?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I don't know, should I'm gonna go here.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
He teleported me backwards? Oh, look at that. The wall changed. Yeah, again, yeah, I'm doing the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, that's good. Oh!
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me.
Sure.
You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Oh no, what should I do? Do I take it? Or like just to piss him off, I take the second option again. Take it, yes? Okay, I'm gonna take it. I never understood why everybody said that coffee gives you a bunch of energy and then discovered I had ADHD. Coffee has no effect on brains with ADHD because we have a low level of neurotransmitter called norepinephrine that is related with dopamine. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
For real? Oh my god. Tyrone says 1. Do we have any other votes? What happens if you rate it 3? Right? Like in the middle? 1, 3, 5. Wow, okay. Another 5? Well, lots of 5s. Let's go 2 choices. You guys want to do a poll for this? We can do a poll for this. Can one of the mods do it? Other than that, I can do it myself. It's fine, but I'm just wondering. Mod check? I mean, if you guys want to, it's... Samurai will get it? Okay. What kind of... Well, you know what? Like, while we wait... Oh, let's do roulette. Hey, good call. Yeah. There we go. Roulette. I'm putting 500 on 2. Let me get into some music also. We have 1 vote for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for 3, and 3 for 5. Woof. It's looking like 5. All right, 5. Let's go. Loop 5 for life? Yeah.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
You have a soul?
Based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard? Wait, are these actual players? Oh my god. This is you. 7 hours and 37 minutes. Want to ask some friends for help. Friends list empty. That sounds about right. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. A dead rat is a fly. A dead rat is better than me. I mean, that's all. That also sounds true. Okay, what if I take this door again?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
You can rate again? Everyone says 1 again. I'm gonna try 1 this time. Oh, 5? Okay, hold on. Let's do a like an off the cuff vote. Just type in your answer in chat. It'll be easy for me to see like which one is the winner. Off the cuff. A bunch of ones. She was like, gotta show the people on LIS how to create games. Look at the graphics in this game. Now they're gonna go on mocking you? Okay, let's go. 1, it seems.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
This is too good. Like, you heartless bastard.
Aha, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Wait. It is Firewatch. What? What? It's got to be the same devs, right? They just didn't like boot up a random game like that. That'd be too funny.